Hi, this is Lady Lex UK, and this is the results of the Inktober 2019 In Dreams challenge. There are 150 creations in this collection, this page, and this page. You all did an amazing job. There's some amazing things in here, so I'm going to just try and get through as many of these as quickly as possible. So let's start off with day one, which was ring. This is my entry. This was a wreath of roses. So just a quick sculpt to get us going. Then we have Mr. Robot in It One's Ringmaster. He's rather nice. Got a nice face. He lollops about. Fantastic. Very useful character model. Then we have Mad Jedi 1's pretty nice ring. There we are. 3 colour golds. Platinum gold. Some other gold. Wonder if it's based on a real ring. Here's another ring. This is Dirty Harold's ring on a table with some embossing. And we have a different type of ring here. Someone answer that. Here we have Pearl-Ivory ring, Inktober day 1, Prism Night 90. Interesting shape thing, that. Again, I wonder if that's based on something real or complete fantasy ring. So I didn't say who that was. That was Hyper Dream Surfer. Where are we? I think this is the final ring. J Combat. Another nice engagement ring in a box. So that was the rings. Then day 2 we had the word mindless. Now that gives you some options, because that doesn't really tell you what to make. So this is J Combat's entry. This is sort of a puppet without a mind. I think that's really interesting. It's interesting how people interpret the words. Mindless War from Mad Jedi 1. So we have bombs, rockets with war written on. From Mr. Robot in It 1, we have Brain Dead. An animated brain with sort of, I think that's blood coming out, but it's sort of like moths as well. I don't like the way it's throbbing. If you don't like spidery things, but this is Hyper Dream Surfer. This is one of those ants infected by that horrible fungus thing that makes them into zombie ants and makes them climb trees and then explode. It's the most horrendous thing. Nature is the most unbelievably evil thing. Right, Love is Blind by Prism Night 90. So we have a robot in love with a crane. Oh, cute. Not particularly mindless. But then again, you interpret it as what you want it to be. Dirty Harold's. This is his mindless. I'm saying nothing. Right, Brain Imp from me. This is my interpretation of Mind Imp. A brain on a pair of legs with your imp face. But for some reason, when I put this in, her eyes go wonky, which is a bit weird. I don't really understand that at all. But there she is. A brainless imp. Right, okay. So that's all the mindless stuff. Now, day 3, bait. Here's my one. Fishing lure. This is based on an item I found when I surfed the internet for a fishing lure. I'm quite pleased with the hooks. They do dangle if you grab it and move it around. These are free hanging. So there we go, fishing lure. From Prism Knight 90 we have a evil looking anglerfish with his bait actually part of his own body. Sound effects and all. Right, for Mad Jedi 1, he's put a piece of cheese on a hook. I don't know what he's going to fish for there. I suggested maybe he was fishing for mice. I don't know. I don't know what sort of fish likes cheese. I'm sure there are. Otherwise, why do it? J Combat's entry was a bait box. There we are. Some worms in a box. Hyper Dream Surfer. Just a little fish head and a hook. It's effective. It doesn't have to be a major deal every day. I mean, I only took like an hour to do mine most days. Whoa, we've got a spooky scene here. The worm gets the early fish. That doesn't really work, does it? No. There we go. That's an evil looking worm. I think it's supposed to be a worm with arms and hands and eyes and teeth and hair. Okay. Right, so that was bait. Now we're on to day 4. Freeze. You notice we're starting to get less people. So we started off with 7 people. Now we're on to 6 people. So freeze. J Combat's entry. We have... See, so you have no idea what that is from there. And then you turn and it's like, oh, it's a mammoth. It's a frozen woolly mammoth. Made out of snow, perhaps. Prism Knight 90, Silent Grave. Yes, that looks suitably frozen. We've got music, and we've got snow, and we've got a frozen cave. Very nice. Arctic Monkey. They've from Robot Init 1. Again, interpretation. Do what you want in Inktober. For some reason, the word freeze made him think of a monkey and a banana. Who knows? Hyper Dream Surfer. Freeze. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got a ice with lots of like dry ice coming. It's a piece of dry ice, I think. That's an interesting effect, isn't it? Yes, that definitely makes me feel cold. Here was mine. Just literally a snowflake. There we are, lots of them. Don't know what you'd use that for, but hey. And finally we have Mad Jedi 1's ice cream. With chocolate chips. Oh, he said toffee chunks. Toffee chunks. Ice cream with toffee chunks, not chocolate chips. Oh well. For day 5 then. Build. So J Combat has done a table with a blueprint on, a toolbox and saw. This is rather good. A nice Toy Town type build. I went with a Minecraft style block castle, which took me a lot longer than I thought it would. This was a pain in the bum, and I'm not doing it ever again. I thought I'd enjoy making this, but no, that was a pain. I don't like the grid thing and that. Oh, horrendous. Anyway, a quick build by Robot in It 1. We have a little scene of somebody building a house with a mate. There we are. Can we go around it? No, we can't. That's it. That's the view. Mad Jedi 1. He went with water and some plaster. Nice realistic prop of a trowel there. On a stand thing. On a, what do you call it? A trussel. A trussel. That must be the trussel, I guess. There we go. Hyperdream Surfer, he went with some bricks and a spanner. There we are. Just floating in the air there. And Prism Knight 90 went with the sandcastle. It's interesting to see how everybody's interpretation of these words is generally different, even if they choose the same subject matter, such as the ring. They're all different rings. Now we've got Husky for day 6. Here's Dirty Harold's Husky. He has used the paint tool to make this, but he's managed to make that look lovely in 3D. Lovely in 3D Husky. And I believe that he's also done a video on YouTube, so you can see him making that, if you're interested. Jade Combat Husky. This is a cute Toy Town Husky with a kennel and some bowl of food and water. That's a cute one, like a balloon animal. Derpy, Prism Knight 90. I'm not good at sculpting animals, he says. Well, I don't know. That's rather good. He's got a big tongue. They do, though, Huskies. They've got a very prominent pink tongue and blue eyes. Here's mine. I decided to do a painting on this day. There's my Husky, which somebody labelled up as not very good. It's like, thanks very much for that. Because I need to be told that my paintings are not very good. Oh well, never mind. Husky Painting by Robot in It 1. This is like a bit of a sort of anime husky, I guess. That's using the spray paint as well. Very thin card they've used there. And finally we have Hyperdream Surfers, Husky Head. All fluffy and lovely with bright blue eyes. And a nice pink tongue. He's nice. Like a soft toy one. Like a plushy one. Right. Day 7 then. Enchanted. Now that had a lot of connotations. You could do all sorts of things. So J Combat has gone with an Enchanted spellbook. There we go. It is floating on some special effects. And bright pink. Dirty Harold, his Enchanted is a scene of a forest on fire. It's I'm not sure about this one. Not sure, but it's definitely enchanted. There's mushrooms and things. Hyperdream Surfer went with the Harry Potter themed thing. It's amazing how little you need for people to know what it is. Prism Knight 90 went with a frog prince, no less, or a frog stealing a crown. I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be a frog prince, but it could always be a frog stealing a crown. And I went with Enchanted Tree. There we go. With birds in his hair. Right. Right, day 8 then. Frail. There's mine. Old woman with walking frame. She can't move very fast, poor dear. That wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be either. Trying to get the walking frame to attach itself to the character model and move with it. Right, Dirty Harold's Frail. He's done with another picture. Sort of an abstract painting of an old woman linked up to a drip. It's actually quite sad, really. That's sad painting. Feather. For Frail. Prism Knight 90 went with a feather. Breaking up a bowling ball. Interesting image. Hyperdream Surfer. Frail. He went with a cast from It and the sewer. Stretching that one a bit, I feel, but hey, whatever you want to do, it's all good. And J Combat also went with an old guy with a walking frame. So he went with the idea of having a follower, I think, on his walking frame. So it's not attached to the character. He's a little bit more sprightly than mine. There we go. Right, day 9 then. Swing. I decided to do some swing music. So here is mine. There we go. That's my Inktober swing. And then everybody went, oh, can we do music? It's like, yeah, you can do anything you want. Right, day 9. Swing by J Combat. There we go. It's just one of those little baby swings, I guess. For the baby to get his legs completely stuck in there. Dirty Harold's another painting for him. Which is animated look. There you go. You can animate paint. Bet you didn't know that. There we go. That's pretty cool. And Prism Knight 90 went with your traditional tire on a rope. I think this is cool. I think I've seen this before in the beta. Or something very similar. I mean, I don't know. It's a traditional thing. A tire and a rope. Right. Day 10. Pattern. Now this will let you... your imagination run away with you. You could do whatever you wanted. J Combat did this really nice Scandinavian sort of style pattern. Like a tile. I think this is nice, actually. That would make a lovely kitchen tile splashback if you were making one of those. Or maybe a tablecloth on a table. Rather nice. I went with a mosaic tile that had different shapes on each side, and this was a bloody nightmare to try and spray paint without getting it on the other side that you don't want it on. And I wasn't as successful as I'd like to be, and that was as close as I could get it. It does work though. I did tile it a few times to make some floors and things, and it doesn't look too bad actually. I'm quite pleased with that. The more you can put into a sculpt to make it versatile, the better. Dirty Harold's pattern. He went with some music. Or he went with some drums, certainly. There we go. Isn't this good? This is a really good animation for putting your music to. It seems random as well. So, yeah, excellent. Very useful for other people. Prism Night 90 went with a vase with the pattern on. Let's have a look at that. This is splendid. I think he's used the kaleidoscope tool really effectively here. It's great. Beautiful and even and very nice indeed. City Pinions. This is our first City Pinions thing. Some patterned paving. Very nice. And it's different on the other side. That's what you want. You want a prop that's versatile from different sides, so you get a different effect. I think this is great. That makes a lovely floor. Very fancy. Very fancy floor. That's a fancy city with a pattern paving like that. Right, that's the pattern. And now we got snow for day 11. So we had freeze before, and now we've got snow. So Dirty Harold's went with another picture. Very snowy, wintry scene of trees and snow and reflections. And Prism Night 90, he went with a block with some footprints on. Ooh, and again, he's gone with different sides of this block to make it practical and useful. Now we've got our first entry from B.O. Ring. This is his snow entry, which is a half-eaten ice lolly who seems very happy about it, and all of his friends who haven't been eaten yet, and he's running on a snowball. That's fun. There's so many adverts at the moment with food that wants to be eaten. It's rather disturbing, the trends in adverts right now. Right, day 11, snow. J Combat, he went with a snowman. And some snow. You can be literal some days. You can be obtuse some of the days. And it's all good for Inktober. I went with this character model of a boy with a snowball. There he is, all wrapped up warm in his big coat. There we go. That was snow. Right, day 12, we've got dragon. Dirty Harold's. Again, he's in a video of him making this. So if you want to know how he did this, there is a video on YouTube on his channel, Ben Pressland, Dirty Harold's, and this is his dragon. I think it's nice. Sort of big graffiti thing, and he's got another one over there. Sneaked 2 dragons in. Here's mine. This is Baby Dragon. Did a quick sculpt of an egg, a little baby dragon in. There he is. I quite like him. No baby dragons for J Combat. He's gone for something with a burnt tongue. I like this effect. This is very, very good. It's metallic, metallic-ish as well. It's gone with different textures for different bits. Very nice. And glowing eyes. Prism Knight 90 has gone with this blue. Press X to examine, it says. There we go. There we are. It's a sleeping dragon snoring away on a rock. You don't get very many blue dragons. Sort of a unicorn dragon. It's cool with its single horn. Interesting looking. Like an axolotl. And Bioring's dragon. It's gone for something dark. Not so much a dragon as a dragon demon being thing. There we are, with a single eye and a single wing. Creepiness. Right, day 13. We've got Ash. And J Combat went to literal. There's the ash. There you are. A pile of ash. Prism Knight 90 went with a volcano. It seems to be raining lava. There we go. Sploder 99, I think that's the first one from him. Ashtray and Cigar. Got a special effect of the... oh, that's evil, that is, because you just want that to drop, and it's never going to. There we are. I didn't know what to do, so I did the Ashes Trophy. Which is a tiny little thing. It's surprising. For a sports trophy, it is miniature. The Ashes, tiny. It's for those of you who don't know, it's a cricketing trophy. It contains the burnt remains, the ashes of a wicket and bails. It's a sort of na situation where I think England won against Australia. They burnt the wicket and the bails, and then made it into a trophy, and then Australia wins it every year now. So they can go na at us. Right, not every year, but most of the time. Right, Ash by Dirty Harold's. He's gone with a fire of some coal, or that actually looks more like charcoal, doesn't it? Some charcoal bricks. Right, so now we're on to page 2. So day 14, Overgrown. We've got, this is mine, Overgrown Summer House. So I was quite pleased with this. This entire Summer House is made of just this one piece. Just repeated over and over and over. And then I've got a roofy bit. And this used the Kaleidoscope tool to make a nice fountain. I think this is okay. And I put some flicker on the candles as well. I think that's quite nice. I was quite pleased with that. Dirty Harold's, he's gone with a flower. A big one. It's got a bit too big and the flower pot's fallen over. Prism Knight 90 went with train station. So this is quite interesting because the picture does that they've chosen doesn't portray what the actual thing is. It's some steps going up to a track with some benches and lots of grass and stuff. I think that's rather good, actually. You could pop that in a scene, apocalyptic scene. And the lamp is really nice with the vines going up. It's rather large, but I suppose there we go. Overgrown train station. J Combat, he went with a tree. It's definitely grown. Overgrown? Sometimes it's hard to decide what to do. It's really hard to know. City pinions now. A doorway overgrown with plants. I'd say it's more grown over than overgrown. But what a beautiful door. Lovely stained glass. Brickwork. Really nice plants. And just to add, he's done the inside as well, which has got this lovely marble floor and some more plants. Isn't that good? And BO Rings Overgrown is an overgrown lizard. By the look of it. Yep, overgrown lizard, i.e. Godzilla. Right, day 15. We started getting a little bit less when we got into the middle. Legend. I took this a little silly direction. So this is a leg end. It's a foot. I genuinely did not know what to do. Legend. Be a ring. He went with a flag and a shield. The legend of the fallen warrior, or some such. And J Combat went with a fairy. I think we all struggled with what on earth should we do for legend? It's not clear. It was a difficult one. Day 16, Wild. This is my wolf paint. This is the first painting I've done with the paint tool, funnily enough. I normally use spray paint to do my paintings. This is the first attempt at a painting with the actual paint tool. And it gave an interesting effect, I thought. I quite like this. I also used the mirror tool quite a lot for this to get a nice even look. And that's inspired me to do more paintings with the paint tool. It's a different look to the spray paint for me. Sooty Pinion Stag. Now this is beautiful. Look at this beautiful stag. Very nice indeed. I showed this on my pick of the week. Fancy, fancy antlers. And there are people that get really worked up about antler, taxidermy type stuff, things made out of antlers. Just to let you know, no deer needs to be killed for their antlers. They shed them every year. So they're sort of lying around doing nothing, so you might as well use them. This is a wild hat from J Combat. Or the Wild Wild West. Have we done all the wilds? I think we have now. That's that. Did we do that one? Oh no. BO Rings Wild. It's the beginning of the movie La La Land. Everybody's wild with annoyance because they're stuck in the traffic now. Interpretations. You can do what you like. Ornament then. Here's mine. Xmas Baubles. There we are. Simple. They actually move around on this. So you can have them dangling and swinging and doing stuff. I think we all went with Xmas Baubles. Dirty Harold's. That's his ornaments with some music. There we go. As I'm not sure whether Jingle Bells is in the public domain or not, we'll leave that. J Combat's ornament. There we go. I think this is a traditional American Christmas ornament. I seem to recognise I've seen that before in other places. Right, 18 then, back, this is the day that hardly anybody took part. Misfit, it's a very difficult word. I wasn't sure what to do. so I went with the Misfits TV show. And I'm not going to show it because I also did a bit of the theme music. I did it myself, but I don't want a copyright strike, so I'm going to leave that one. And then we've got Dirty Harold's Misfit. He put Pig Detective.
He's a pig detective, the pokey rabbit eye with the fancy hat, a top in which he's totally naked. What's the news? Well, fancy that. John takes his hero hard, he's a swine who just won't swear. And you know when he's on the job, he's happy as a pig in.
There we go. Pig Detective in with some pigs. Why not? Go for it. Right, Sling was day 19. I was a bit literal with it. Here it is, a catapult. Some days are better than others for my sculpts, I must say. I wasn't very happy with that one. Dirty Harold Sling. He's gone with a plaster cast sling. Somebody with a broken arm. Which actually is quite difficult to see, but when you know it's a sling, you see it straight away. J Combat Sling. He also went with a catapult. There we go. Interesting fact. Catapults are actually illegal in the UK. I know, it's amazing. Right, day 20, Tread. I went with some footprint stickers, and I've done a video on these, so I don't need to show you those. J Combat's Tread was a treadmill. I don't think it moves. It doesn't look like it's moving. Maybe somebody could animate that, so with somebody running on it. And Sooty Pillions did Fear to Tread. It's a rather splendid looking angel who is frightened to step down. Angel's Fear to Tread. Nice sculpt. Right, day 21, Treasure. So Dirty Harold's went with the treasure chest. Here is the treasure chest with coins in. There we are. On a beach. I was expecting quite a few treasure chests. Did we get a few treasure chests? Who knows? B.O. Ring's gone with something abstract. A painting of a person with a heart. That's his treasure, is it? There we go. I went with treasure coins. So here's my pile of coins. So I sort of embossed those. I was quite pleased with that, actually. I think that's quite a useful prop for people. And it looks so splendid in the dark. Everything looks good in the dark. Right. Tread. Dirty Harold's Tread. He's gone with some footprints. And a creature. An interesting looking creature on two legs. Who knows what that is? And a river stream thing. And J Combat has also gone with some sort of treasure chest. Very similar to their book earlier on. Maybe it's part of a set. Right, day 22, Ghost. We've just had Halloween, so you're probably all ghosted out. But anyway, here's my ghost sculpture. I was quite pleased with this as a thing on its own. There we go, there's my ghost sculpture. I think he's quite cute. Here's Dirty Harold's ghost. And I'm like, well, I don't know what this is. It's a house and a fence. Where's the ghost? And then disappears. I'm not 100% sure how he's done that. Right, there you go. There's his ghost. Spooky stuff. J Combat has gone with cuteness. It's a sort of an octopus ghost. The ghost of an octopus. And Prism Knight 90 went with a pixel representation of a ghost. I like the colour grading on that. That works really well. Right, day 23, Ancient. Here's mine. I went with a Roman bust. I had terrible trouble with the hair. Not overly happy, and her nose. But I'm still practicing, and faces are hard. But this is the point of this, is to improve your sculpting skills, get them working, making things every day. Also, it's something to do. Right, this is Ditty Harold's painting of some sort of ancient, like Machu Picchu or somewhere like that. J Combat has gone with a pyramid. Sooty Pillions, beautiful Scarab. This is very nice indeed. Looks slightly different from the back, but it's all nice and flat. I think this is lovely. Quite beautiful. Don't know if it's based on something or made up, but I think lovely. Be a Ring went with a monolith of sorts, sort of with some symbols on. Put that in a landscape somewhere. Use that as a marker. Prism Knight 90 went with Golem. Sort of an ancient dead golem with a tree growing out of him. Though he's still, it looks like is he walking? It's hard to know whether this is supposed to be like, it's just a rock formation that looks a bit like a golem, or is it an actual golem that just died and then tree grew out of him? Who knows what the backstory of that one is. Is that all of them? We've done them all? Yes. Right, 24. Day 24 was Dizzy. So prepared to be dizzied. Here's mine. Are you hypnotized? You will subscribe. You will press the subscribe button. Press the like button. Leave a comment about how much you love this. There we go. That was nothing untoward there. Just some spinning things. There we are. Hypnotised by Prism Knight 90. You'll definitely subscribe. See, you spoilt it by putting that face on there. So now I can't hypnotise you. There we are. It's a bit of a weird one. Dizzy Heights from Sooty Pillions. Here is a landscape. And you think, oh, nice landscape. And then suddenly you spot the guy climbing on the right hand side. And then you're like, ooh! Scale. It is a dizzying height. J Combat has gone with a man all dizzy with stars around his head. He definitely looks dizzy. And Dirty Harold has also gone with spinning, but birds this time. Right, day 25, tasty. I went with a vanilla sponge cake. See, it's not just kitty powers that can make cake. I can make cake too. I can actually do this with real clay. That used to be my hobby. I used to make little miniature food items out of clay. There we go. There's a cake. Surprisingly simple to do with the kaleidoscope tool to do the frosting. I was quite pleased with that. How easy it was to do. Have a go with the kaleidoscope tool and make frosting on a cake. You'll enjoy yourself. Prism Night 90, some ribs. So we've got big slabs of meat. So vegetarians, I apologise. And some music. There we go. Some rib dinner there. J Combat went with a tasty burger. There we are. Tomatoes, onions, cheese, some green stuff, which I presume is lettuce, and a sesame seed bun. And then Dirty Harold's just made everybody's mouths water with a pizza on a piece of wood. Look at that cheesy thing. Ooh, if that doesn't make you hungry, then he's not done his job. But I think he has, because look at that. Unless, of course, you don't like pizza, in which case... Ew! Right, dark. Dark for day 26. Again, it's like, what do you do for dark? So, I did an experiment... game titling. How to make your titles interesting. There we go. Now, that is a really simple effect. All of my stuff that I've done, by the way, is totally remixable. So you just cut that out of a big black. You just cut the words out, put some fire behind it, then put a paint splodge that you just then change the opacity to, and then it creates a really interesting title. Very simple to do, but really effective, I thought. Right, day 26, Dark, J Combat. He's done some music. Let's listen to this. Sort of spooky ambient stuff. Quite useful, I guess. Yes. Definitely dark. Sooty Pinions went for Fisherville. So I suppose the dark of that is the fact that it's set at night. It's a beautifully modelled little village. And a little fishing boat and a lighthouse and everything. It's very, very pretty, very nice. Not as dark as everybody else's. It's quite charming and cute, really. Dirty Harold's gone with a spinning thing in the dark. Creates an interesting effect with the lights. So if you've got a piece of music, you could use this sort of thing to make yourself a music video. Get it spinning in time with the music. It's interesting the way it moves. Your eyes are confused and don't quite know what you're looking at. So you get really weird effects. Is it a tube? Is it a solid object? What is it? There we go. That was Dirty Harold's Dark. I need some music on that, I think. Bump in the Night by Prism Night 90. They've gone with some stairs. And a cage and a chair and some chains and a thing under the stairs. Nice little scene. Very creepy. Right, that was dark. Right, day 27, we had Coat. I didn't want to make another character model with a coat on, so I went with a coat of paint, and I just made this scraper with scraping the white paint off the window, off the glass, and then you can see through. There we go. That's what I went with. Sometimes it's really hard to know what to make. Coat. Jade Combat's gone with a coat. A very square coat. Very flat square coat. Like a cartoony style thing. Prism Knight 90. Coat of Arms. That was a clever idea. I should have thought of that. Then I could have done a painting. Coat of Arms. That's nice. So you've got a nice one and then a war-torn one. It's been flamed by a dragon by the look of it. There we are. Coats of Arms. And Dirty Harold's also went with the paint option. And this is a coat of paint on a I guess a brush or a bauble on a stick. Right. Day 28. Ride. Everybody wanted to do Ride for some reason. Coat they weren't interested in. Ride, however, quite a few. I did a guy on an ostrich. Because why not? There we are. Halloween costume. You get Halloween on your mind near Halloween. Smile for the camera. Prism Knight 90. Now, last time I played this went a bit gaga. Yeah, that's gone a bit gaga again. It looks better from this angle, from the picture. There we go. So they've gone with a roller coaster. J Combat has made this very cute carousel with cute little unicorns on. I think that's nice. It needs some music. Diddly 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 dee, diddly diddly dee dee. There we go. Ring has gone with a night's ride of his life, and unfortunately this has gone completely gaga. Oops. Yeah, that didn't quite work, did it? Never mind. Maybe you can have a fiddle with that, because that's otherwise, look at the picture. The picture looks great. Yes, nice picture. There it is. Of a knight riding a wyvern. Now then, what is the difference between a dragon and a wyvern? It's the number of legs. If your dragon has a pair of back legs and a pair of wings, it's a wyvern. If it has 4 legs, it's a dragon. There you go, but you didn't know that. Aha! So we've done that one. Another Carousel Horse, this time Sooty Pinions. This is beautiful. Sooty Pinions makes some lovely models. Very talented. This is gorge. Lovely. Very, very nice indeed. And how has he done? Yeah. Really nice. Use the ancient times stamps to get a little bit of an effect on that. Really lovely. Dirty Harold has gone with an animation of a roller coaster. Oh, I hope it does the loop. Go on, do the loop. Do the loop, do the loop, do the loop. Here it goes! Whee! Yay! I love animation in Dreams. There should be more of it. Right, so we've done those. I think that's all of them. Yes. So now, day 29, Injured. I went with a little drawing of a boy sticker. And then I played about with it for a bit to see what I could do with it without... just by twiddling with the sliders. And that's what I ended up with. And I thought, I can do a shadow and everything. Yes. Very useful. So they're just flat stickers. They look completely different from this side. Isn't that interesting? There we go. Don't know how useful that would be, but you could put it on a wall, sort of some graffiti, sort of. Maybe I should have a go at a Banksy. Yeah, I'll have a go at Banksy, making a Banksy thing so people can use that. Right, Dirty Harold's injured. His stick man has had a bit of an accident, and his leg has come off. Goodness me. Yes, poor man. Beering, injured, has gone with... is that a robot with a stick? Somebody's been injured, had things through his head. It's very unclear to me. Anyway, they're injured. It's an injured thing. And here we have J Combat's injured. It looks like a guy who's just had, he's possibly eating a Twinkie or something. But no, then you have another look and it's, no, he's got an arrow through his knee. Ow. Right, day 30. We're getting near the end. 30 was catch. I went with fish, catch of the day. Again, I used the kaleidoscope tool to make this basket and I was very pleased with this. And that's a very nice basket. And I was also very pleased with the fish. I was quite pleased with my fish. Catch of the day. I think that's a useful pot for people to put in their levels. If you've got a sea that you could have it sort of on the harbour there, sitting there, or in the house, in the kitchen. Cheese from Prism Night 90. This is the second time we've had cheese on a hook. This time in a mouse trap. And the mouse is trying to lift that cheese off the mouse trap with a fishing rod. Clever, clever mouse. Dirty Harold's catch. He's done animation. No! Oh no! Oh! Is that good? That's obviously using the onion skinning technique. That's cute. And J Combat has done a baseball. And a bit of green fluffy cushion. I think that's supposed to be grass, sorry. It's very bluey green grass. Very bluey. Right, the last day. Ripe. I went with a banana. Banana. I was quite pleased with this. Try to get a realistic looking banana on a plate. And this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But there you are. What can you do? Banana on a plate. Nice ripe banana. Yummy, yum, yum. Prism Night 90. He went with grapes. Look at these. Oh my goodness me. How delicious do they look? Yum, 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 yum. I love grapes. This is an awful lot of grapes. Whoever grew those grapes must have been absolutely thrilled. That is a lot of grapes. Dirty Harold also went with banana. He tried to outdo me. He's outdone me with his banana because he's created something amazing that that's a painting. He did show how he done that. That is a cone painted to look like glass, which is extraordinary. Very talented. What a great idea. And J Combat, because it's Halloween, ripe, he went with a pumpkin. There we are. Nice way to leave it. With our pumpkin for Halloween on the 31st. So, thank you everyone for taking part in Inktober. There might be some coming after this that the They didn't do it on the day, but I've done my video now, so sorry. I will put it in the collection though for you to all to see. So if you're interested in this, this is live on the Dreamweaverse. This one is live, so you can link to this one through this. And here are all of the objects that everybody made. And thank you so much for everybody that took part. I know there were other people taking part, but they didn't launch their creations to the Dreamweaverse for me to add to this collection, or they didn't mark it up with Inktober and the day, the word of the day, so I couldn't add it. But for all those that took part this year, I hope you enjoyed yourself and learnt something. I certainly did from all the practice. So maybe join me next year. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make our own Dreamstober list. So we've got a special list just for Dreams people, but we might just go with the Inktober list as well. Let me know in the comments which you prefer, whether we should go with Inktober list, the official list, or whether we should make our own list. Maybe do it in the summer. Don't have to do it in October. Maybe I should do one in May. Dream-May. The Dream-May challenge. Maybe we'll do one then. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's do one in May. Let's say that. Well, I'll make a list of 31 words and we'll do one in May. Right. Join you then. And I'll catch you in your dreams.